I guess since you don't have a car, at least you're not a driver in Germany like your other job in the United States, right? So just
No,
dog walker, cook.
Cook, cleaner, yeah.
you have no idea how right you are.
Yeah, that's a pretty good deal, man.
My lovely friend sent a WhatsApp message today. Peter, I miss you so much.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Yes.
I believe that.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
mean, imagine having somebody in your house 2 weeks. Yeah,
Yeah.
hearing
Hmm.
hearing everything you talk about, knowing all the family secrets, digging into the deepest parts of your soul, and yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
again, if like the way I do it, I'm non-obtrusive, so
mhm.
yeah, they just feel comfortable. Yeah, and that's good.
Well, I think it helps with the family too. You take off a little bit of the, you know, if
Oh
you're
yeah,
a
right.
friend,
Stress.
that
Yeah.
just helps them enormously.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yep.
All right. So everybody is like, Daddy, Daddy, when are you going back to the US? I said, I don't know. Tim hasn't called me. He hasn't sent me a ticket, so I don't know. I'll go whenever
yeah,
whenever he sends it. All right. So, neues Topic. Eine pauschale Negation. So what would that mean?
ich weiß nicht. Was bedeutet pauschale?
Pauschal means just we include everything.
Oh,
So if you buy a trip and
okay.
let's say you want to go to Punta Cana in
Okay.
where's Punta Cana? Dominican Republic, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, it's the flight, it's the hotel, it's the
Oh,
food, then it's all inclusive. And they're in German, they're called
Hmm.
okay.
Pauschalreisen.
Okay.
Why? Because yeah, one price, everything is in there. So when you talk about pauschal, it means all inclusive.
Okay.
Okay, so in this case, instead of a pauschal Reise, we have a pauschal Negation.
Yeah.
Okay, so with one sweep, we just negate everything. And this is why it's also called a Satznegation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah. Why? Because as it says here, die ganze Aussage. So Aussage, what's an Aussage?
Saga. Saga is to say, or else is all. Say all. God,
Aus is to exit. Aus is out.
Oh,
Exit.
okay.
So you
Okay.
so you speak
Ah,
something, exit. So it comes out of your mouth. So it's a declaration. It's a testimony. It's a
okay.
what do you call it in court when the guy has to testify, testimony or his declaration or
Oh,
his
okay. Okay.
okay.
Right.
Hmm.
So
Statement.
whatever statement, whatever is being said, okay.
Mhm.
So die ganze Aussage, so every single part of
Oh,
it is, as it says
okay.
here, verneint. Okay. So it's a total, complete
Ah,
negation of the declaration. And the important thing is we use that little wonderful word nicht.
okay.
So if it's a noun in a sentence, with a noun we use kein, which is an article, negation article, kein. But
Mhm.
when we negate everything, we just use nicht.
We're gonna
Now,
have to watch Clio again because I'm sure they use this a lot there. You're really smart. You're really smart, nicht.
yeah,
Anyway.
yes. Now you made me laugh. Now I can't have class. Especially that last scene when she realizes that he gave the suitcase to
Oh.
and then first they have sex and then he has to escape in his underwear and she chases him. Yeah,
Well, have you seen the second season? There's another
No.
season. Did you?
Yeah,
Oh,
no, there
okay.
is, but
Okay.
I don't have
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Not yet. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. I got so much backlog.
Yep.
Okay, so die Betonung. So what's Betonung? Okay, so we have a prefix be, we have our which makes whatever is in between a noun. And in this case, tone is your tone, which
Sound.
means the sound or the emphasis. Okay, so Betonung. And now we have a genitive des Satzes. So the emphasis of the statement lies on the word nicht.
Mm.
Okay. So as we ask the question, kaufst du diese Wohnung? Antwort, nein, ich kaufe diese Wohnung nicht. Okay. So the Betonung is on nicht. Just to make sure everybody knows that whatever I just said is not. Okay. So will you buy this apartment? No, I buy this apartment not. The second example, entscheidet ihr euch heute? Will you make a decision? Will you all, because it's ihr, will you all make a decision today? And it is a reflexive verb, entscheiden. So this is why it says euch. So will you choose for yourself today? Nein, wir entscheiden uns heute nicht. So even though you already have the nein negating the question, you emphasize it by placing the other negative or negation nicht at the end. No, I won't, just like in English. No, I won't buy this apartment, or no, we won't decide today.
Actually, in the last 20 years, English has kind of picked this up. I think you're smart. Well, the way they always say it is, I think you're smart. Not.
Okay.
I mean, it's the same kind of idea.
Yeah. Okay, so now the other thing is this beautiful, huge block, as you see here. All right, so it says, oft steht die pauschale Negation weit hinten im Satz. So what does weit hinten mean?
At the end?
Before the end.
At the very, far in the back, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, way in the back. Not the very last word, but in many cases, as far back as possible.
Oh,
Okay. So the H, das heißt, die meisten Satzglieder stehen vor nicht. So most parts of the sentence are in front of your little word, nicht. Now, since we have all this beautiful for, now, of course, we have to know what stands hinter nicht. And so here we come. Folgende Satzglieder stehen in der Regel, so as a rule of thumb, hinter nicht. All right, so what comes hinter nicht? Well, we have Teile, die zum Prädikat gehören. And Prädikat is simply a fancy word for saying, what do we color purple usually?
Oh.
The verb.
Object? Oh, okay.
Okay, so the predicate is the verb. So we put parts that belong to the verb, okay, Teile, die zum Prädikat gehören, hinter nicht. So now we have prefix. Well, maybe that's the wrong color. Let's take a beautiful red. Okay, so what's a prefix? Well, we have an, which belongs to the verb anrufen. Okay? So, ich rief Paul nicht an. So my lovely daughter comes home. She asks, Papa, warst du mit dem Hund spazieren? And she expects that I say, oh, Jennifer, ich war mit dem Hund nicht spazieren. Which then, of course, would mean she would kill me, but since I'm a good father, okay. So here we have the infinitive. So why would we have infinitive? Well, because we have the modal verb. So since we have the helping verb at the front, we have our infinitive word in the back, and therefore the nicht goes right in front of, or the helfen goes after the nicht, to put it this way. The same with our partizip. In this case, we have also the helping verb haben, which is the verb we need for our Partizip 2, and in the back, our Partizip 2, which in this case is the verb einladen, conjugated in the Partizip 2, which then makes it eingeladen. Then we have something called the predicative nomen. So the noun. A noun that gives us some kind of a statement, or is part of telling us exactly what it is that we're doing. So here we have, wir spielen heute. Well, what is it that we play? So give me the noun that indicates, that tells me exactly what it is we're playing. Well, it is Fußball that we're going to be playing, which then, of course, is a noun, and it is the predicative noun, meaning it tells me what it is that we're playing. So the nicht goes right in front of, or actually Fußball goes after the nicht. So, wir spielen heute nicht Fußball. Wir gehen heute nicht essen. Wir fahren heute nicht Rad. Okay? So all this is basically the noun that tells me what the verb refers to. And the same is true for the predicative adjective. So in this case, instead of having a noun, we have an adjective. Das ist wirklich nicht wichtig. So wichtig means important. And I guess it is not important. Well, actually, it's truly not important.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then we have the other adjective, which in this case is an adverb.
Mm.
So now it's not a predicative, so not telling me what it is that it's important, but in this case, talking about fast, schnell. Okay, so how does the train ride? Well, it rides fast. So this is why it's an
Mhm.
adverb modifying the verb fahren, but making reference to the Zug. So it's the Zug that rides fast. All right, then we have prepositional object. So we have an object that's a preposition. In this case, it is us. So who doesn't Martin wait on? Martin waits not on us. Then we have certain indications, Angaben. So we have modal, which means how does it feel or what is it like? And lokal, where are we? So the first one is, ich tanze nicht gern. I do not like to dance. Or I dance not in an enjoyable manner. And where, lokal, die Kinder spielen nicht draußen, the kids play not outside. I guess that they're playing inside. All right. So these are the first three main parts where we have the negation after, we have something after the negation. And now we have an answer to a negation. So we have the question noch. In this case, noch means still. As in, schläft Max noch? Is Max still asleep? So this still means it is an ongoing situation. And in case he woke up and he's not asleep, then we answer with the negation, no. He sleeps no more. Okay? So the noch, the question with noch, demands the negation nicht mehr. Is he still asleep? No, he sleeps no more. And the other one is die Arbeit schon fertig? Is the work done already? So obviously, why would I ask? Because I want it to be ready, but what's the answer? Nein, sie ist noch nicht fertig. So on the one hand, we have noch, and we negate it with nicht mehr. The other is schon, and we negate it with noch nicht. Wow, isn't this all just beautiful?
Mm.
Yeah, let's see if Juanita's all excited.
So I'm studying my regular verbs, and I've noticed that a lot of verbs, the past participle can use haben or sein, hat oder ist, and I guess it depends on how the verb is used. Because I thought I thought the rule was use one or the other. Like fahren is always sein, but like this, well, and that was very naive, I guess, to think that there's actually a rule that covers everything. Like there was a word this morning, the word for rub, is it right? Reiben?
Reiben, yes. Yep.
And I forgot the past participle. It's gerieben,
Gerieben.
anyway.
Gerieben, yes.
But you could say hat gerieben, or you could say is gerieben, at least according to the little summary. And I thought, well, maybe it depends on whether this is something being rubbed or if you're doing the rubbing, or I wasn't sure. Anyway, is that, am I missing something, or is this in is this in B1 or something? I don't know.
No, no. Um, all right.
I don't want to get us off track, but it was just something I noticed. I thought it was just one or two, and I'm noticing verb
Let
after
me,
verb has this
okay,
option.
let me go here where we're going to be doing the exercises. So I'll make it big. All right. So what does reiben mean?
To rub is what it
Or so
to be
my
rubbed. I don't.
my recipe for goulash says zwei geriebene Karotten.
Oh,
Hmm.
to
Oh,
cut,
so they're
chop, cut
or
up.
they're scraped. I don't know. I don't know. Graded. Okay.
Great.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
which means I have a little metal,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
piece of utensil,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
then I take the carrot and I go chip 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 chip, chip,
Right.
chip. So I'm not rubbing it. I'm
Right.
grading. I'm grading it.
Right.
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 So now,
Hmm.
depending on which one of those two uses you have,
Oh, golly.
okay,
Yeah. German's great,
So
isn't
yeah.
it?
Now there is another one, and I was listening to one of the German classes today from my language institute. We got two new teachers, and I'm really satisfied with both of them. And one of them says, "Ich bin in die Klinik gefahren." All right,
Okay. Right.
okay, meaning
I drove to the clinic.
I drove to the
Or in
clinic. All right,
okay.
but now what happens when you drive your pregnant wife to the clinic? Okay,
Hmm.
because now is ich habe meine Frau in die Klinik gefahren. So
Hmm.
if it's only you going to the clinic, driving to the clinic, you would say ich bin gefahren. But if you have, in this case, an object, so you're doing it to somebody or with somebody or for somebody,
Right.
then all of a sudden you have to use habe.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
That's kind of the sense I was getting. If so, in this case, what you're really saying is, I have my wife has been driven to the clinic.
And
It was kind of,
I was
yeah,
the
and I
one
did
doing
it
it. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Versus I was driving. So
Yes.
instead of okay, wow, okay.
Yeah. It's
I just,
interesting that it came up today in class.
but I brought up the same thing you saw. Wow, I just been noticing over the last week as I've been going over these verbs. A lot of them were hot is. I'm going. Wait a minute. This isn't supposed to be like this. And then now, okay,
Well,
all
for
right.
tomorrow, you can give us a few examples.
Examples. Okay.
Yeah. So that we can
Okay.
go through them and see why. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay.
All right. And Juanita says, "Oh yeah, I just needed to know this today."
Well,
Yes, just made my
I told
day.
her last week when I started doing these verbs, I'm thinking, I don't know any of these. Like to bite. What's the word for bite? What's the word for it showed me how quickly how much my vocabulary needed some help. But anyway, yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Ah,
Now, don't forget, I sent you the vocabulary for A1, and I sent you another
Okay.
one
Yeah.
for A2.
Okay.
And once we're done today, I'm gonna start giving you the the one for B1. Okay, which
Oh
means
boy.
yeah, well,
oh my
yeah,
goodness.
part of what you have to do is learn your vocabulary.
Yeah.
And whether you want to or not. Uh, so I just wrote my pastor friend, the the report of everything that I see going wrong with this church.
Oh no.
Wow.
Okay. And it was a 4-page document.
Oh my goodness.
Then I had ChatGPT rephrase it for me in a more professional manner. And it just slashed about half of it. All of a sudden, I only had a little more than 2 pages.
Oh my
So
gosh.
yeah. So I sent them the ChatGPT reduction. But again, going back to the vocabulary, if you're
Uh-huh.
going to do something of that sort, I mean, you have to know lots of
Uh-huh.
vocabulary, different types.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So it's all about vocabulary. Words have meanings. All right, so we have here, bilden Sie eine pauschale Negation. Beispiel, spielst du gerne Karten? All right, so we said that we have a predicative noun. Okay, so what is it that I like to play? Well, it's Karten, which
Okay.
means I have to put that in there. Then I have my predicative adjective. So I got to put that in the back too. So then it says, nein, ich spiele nicht gerne Karten. So do you like to play cards? No, I play not enjoyingly cards. Okay?
Okay.
So this is the way it goes. Now let's see what happens if I go like this. Ta-da! Now I have to go like this. Ta-da! Okay, good. And in this case, since we don't need all this down here, we can increase the size. And see if we can then see it well. All right. Okay. So now the question is, nimmt Max an der Konferenz teil? And the Antwort ist, so first we of course say ja oder nein. Well, since it's all negation, I guess we are stuck with nein. So now we know Max is a male, and the pronoun for male for third person is er.
Yeah.
Okay, now we know we need the verb after the subject. Nimmt. Now we have to see what is missing. Okay, an der Konferenz is my indicative noun, and Teil is prefix of teilnehmen. So now we come with nicht an der Konferenz teil.
Okay.
Okay. So now we come to the next one. So will Max participate in a conference? No, he will not participate in a conference.
Okay.
So Juanita, you want to try?
Um, Nein, ich. Um, so, okay. So you don't put the verbs together. So this would be einladen. Would it be les nicht? Letzt
Yeah, but
nicht.
let's is do. So you're answering.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Lade. Ich lade nicht. Nicht.
Okay, so
No.
first I need the pronoun for your accusative object. So who are you inviting?
Kollegin.
Okay, it's one, right?
Right.
Okay, so if it's one
Ein,
person,
eine Kollegin.
okay, but we have einen Kollegen. Now the pronoun for Kollegen, since it's singular and we know that it's a
No.
guy,
Er.
okay, so er would be nominative, but this is accusative.
Ah. Why is it accusative?
Why? Because you're doing the invitation. And who are you inviting? You're inviting him.
Ah,
You're not inviting he. You're inviting him. Also,
ihm,
ich,
ihm, ihn. Um, so this would be nickt ein or ein nickt ein.
nicht ein. Right. Why? Because here we have the prefix. Okay. So the verb is einladen,
Right.
which means the ein right here is your prefix. Okay. That's why I
Mhm.
need the prefix then in the end. And since this is the subject, the object, so I'm the subject, this is the object. So this is not a predicative nomen. It doesn't tell me about something. And so it's simply, nein, ich lade ihn nicht ein. So now let's see if you can translate it all.
Okay, so are you inviting your colleague? Nine, I am not inviting him. No, I
Right,
am not inviting him.
right. No, I'm not inviting him. Right.
Okay. Can we just
Not,
have Michael do them and I can translate because I'm much better at that.
nope. Nein, das kannst du nicht.
Hmm.
All right. Besucht deine Tante dich heute? So this is nein, sie uh, besucht mich nicht heute. Heute nicht, I guess. Is that right?
Okay, so time,
Okay, so that's doesn't go back at the end.
no, because right here we have the time. The time goes in front of the nicht.
Okay.
Okay, so this is why that's why it stays up
Okay.
here. Yeah, because
Okay.
it's a time.
So this is your aunt visiting you today? No, she is not visiting me today.
Right.
Okay.
Hmm. Okay, so let me get. So the question is, all right, liest du jetzt die Zeitung? Is that are you reading the paper now?
That's exactly what it is.
Okay. Okay. So, 9, ik lese jetzt, no, lese die Zeitung. Ah, sie, okay. Ich lese sie jetzt nicht.
Okay. In the
Okay.
case of Michael, it was heute. In your case, it's
Mhm.
jetzt. Both are time indications.
So the answer would be no, I am not reading it now. So the
That's
C is the Die Zeitung.
that's right.
Okay.
Ähm, hat Jana sich um diese Stelle beworben? I forgot what beworben is. I've heard it 100 times. Beworben.
Okay, so we have Stelle, which means it's a job. So what do you do if you want to get a job?
Apply?
You apply. Yeah.
Okay. So this would be 9. Jana hat. Okay, sie hat nicht. Sie hat sich. Hmm. So do we need the preposition or would we say or just diese Stelle?
Okay.
But we
I
No.
don't
mean,
need the
you could say
Mhm.
you could use that also.
see. Okay. Okay. Beworben. No, she is not applying for this position
For it. Yeah.
for it. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereby the first C makes reference to the subject.
To
So
the
in this case, the
subject.
woman. And the second C makes reference to die Stelle, which is a female noun. Okay.
Okay.
And since die
Hmm.
Stelle is my predicative noun, telling me what it is that she applied for, that's why it goes after the nicht.
Okay. So this is sind die Geister sofort abgereist. So what are they asking? Abgereist. Sofort. Abgereist is past tense, right? They're visited for their trip.
Okay, so
Did the guests
we have the past participle as a Partizip 2 with the GE in the middle. We have a trennbares verb, which in this case is abreisen. So we said up is anything that you take
ah
off. An is anything that you add on. So if you have a trip and you
um
rip and you go away,
so they're departing.
so they're departing. And how did they depart?
That I don't remember what that is. I want to say already, but that's
Immediately.
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 Yeah,
Okay.
without delay. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay.
So did the guests depart without delay, or did they leave immediately?
Ah, okay. So 9 C um phew, um the guests
What comes after
Hatten,
what comes after the subject?
no, the guest. Okay, so you need the verb there.
Right.
So, um,
Oops.
so it's okay, ab something.
So
Um,
which is your verb?
well, it's abgereist
Okay, but look
is
at
the
the
verb in the
look
it,
okay. Look at this here.
okay.
So you see the Partizip zwei is the last word in the sentence. Right here.
Okay.
Because you have Partizip zwei, which makes it the last word in the sentence. Which means I already know that this word abgereist is gonna be in my sentence in this exact beautiful way as my last word. All right, so what's missing?
Um, they did not. So they is C,
Okay, which means
um,
die Gäste.
die
We have
Gäste,
we
right?
okay, so we have die Gäste already giving us the C. All right, we have abgereist, so we don't know that. So what's the only word missing?
Um, whatever the
Oh, up here.
haben, sie haben.
Why would you say haben?
I don't know.
Well, look at the verb up here in this in the line J. In line J, what does it say?
Sind, right?
Well,
It
all
says
right. So
sind.
then, okay. So why don't you just put sin in there?
Uh, because this makes no sense to me. Sie sind. So would you say sie sind nicht sofort? Do you need that again? Sofort abgereist?
Okay. So you got this. Oops. And now you got this. Okay. And you got your sind right here, which goes right here.
Hmm.
Okay. Next one.
No, wait, she's still
Or she has to translate. Okay.
she's analyzing it still.
Oh, okay.
Why we did what we did. Okay.
Okay.
So
All right,
the first word is nine. Why?
correct.
Because you're answering. Okay.
Is no, right,
So the next word, of course, is your subject. Who is doing what needs to be
right,
done? In this case,
right.
C. Now,
Yes.
in the second position, we need the verb. And in the second position comes the verb which is being conjugated. So, ich bin, du bist, er ist, wir sind, ihr seid, sie sind. So in this case, it's sie, plural, conjugated,
Mhm.
the verb sein, sie sind. Now, in the rest of the sentence, what do we have? We have eingeladen, so we have the partizip, zwei, which
Mhm.
means we know that this has to go to the very back. And then we have sofort, which is, like in this case, schnell. It is my
Okay.
adverbial adjective.
Okay.
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 Meaning,
And then
and this is why it also goes to the back. So the word that's stuck in between is nicht. So no, they did not immediately depart.
So this is past tense. They did not just leave, or maybe is that
No, they
okay?
did not immediately depart. So,
Okay,
so they
a little bit
departed.
different.
Okay, so the question is, did they depart immediately? We know that they departed.
Okay,
Okay, we know they departed. The question is now, in which manner did they depart?
okay,
Which means they checked out,
okay.
packed the bags, get in the car, and departed the hotel.
you're gone.
Or
Okay,
So,
did they
okay.
check out? Did they check out, sit in the lobby for 3 hours
have
before
breakfast.
before whatever it is that, yeah, and then departed. So that's a question. We know they
So,
departed. How fast did they depart after checking out?
so fort is a time, like
Is a time.
heute or
It's like
okay.
immediately.
Okay.
So it's a time indicative.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's why it's before
That's why it's
the
after the nicht and before
it's
the
after the
abgereist.
nicht and before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it modifies or it tells me something, so it's an adjective. It tells me something about the way that they departed.
Okay.
Okay, they departed immediately. So which means that's why it's an adverb, because it tells me something about the verb in relation to the travel.
Okay.
so
Okay.
it's like the adverbial
It's
adjective.
it's the adverbial adjective. So it's an adjective because it modifies how they traveled, but
Okay.
it's an adverb because it tells me something about the time or the speed. So,
Okay.
Okay,
so in this case, we have both of these. We have Partizip 2 plus your adverbial adjective, and that is why the nicht goes before those two.
Okay.
Okay. So now we have another interesting one.
was bedeutet verabschieden? I don't remember.
Okay. Abschied is
Oh,
depart, to say
to
goodbye.
go.
Okay.
Okay,
To leave. So verabschied means to say goodbye.
okay.
Okay.
Schieden means I was one of my words this morning to split or to. Is that what schieden is?
Scheiden.
Just by scheiden? Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm
scheiden.
trying to get as many clues as I can.
Yes.
Okay.
So scheiden as such is to separate.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Or to depart in a way of separation. This is why
Okay.
divorce is Scheidung. Okay. So, and any word ending in
Mm.
is die. It's a female noun. So die Scheidung is the divorce. So scheiden is anything that separates in a departing way. So
Hmm.
our dearly departed are dahin geschieden oder verschieden. In other words, they departed. Bye bye. No more. Okay?
Hmm.
Which is different than, yeah, to separate or to divide or something. So, and in this case, verabschieden means to, yeah, say goodbye.
Hmm.
So
So
in so so in this case, Okay. You
So,
are, and it's reflexive. Okay.
mhm.
You yourself from them said goodbye, or in this
Oh,
case, to them.
Okay, so Voltus is would you
would you?
would
Wolltest,
you
did you want to?
vote to? Okay,
Okay, so
okay,
this is preteritum. So this would be, did you want to say goodbye
to them.
to them?
Hmm.
Okay, so that is the question that they're posing.
Hmm.
Okay, so nein, ich, so wie wollte, I'm thinking, ich
Mhm.
wollte mich, I think here would be von Ihnen, no, nicht von Ihnen Abschied.
Okay, so in this case, these people,
Mhm.
it's a pronoun, which means
Oh, from,
you are substituting a noun,
oh, okay,
okay, which in this case, this is a predicative pronoun telling me from whom it is that you wanted to say
okay,
goodbye. Okay,
okay. So nicht von Ihnen verabschieden.
right.
So is Ihnen here him or them? I'm not,
Well, what does it say here?
oh, to them.
Yeah,
Okay.
to them.
Okay. Sorry. Goodbye to them. In, okay.
Okay, since it's lowercase,
Okay.
that
Hmm.
means it's them. If it were uppercase, it will be the formal from you.
From you? Okay.
Yeah. So you're at a party
Hmm.
and everybody's still going full swing. Okay, but you walk up to him, dear Mr. President, ich wollte mich von Ihnen verabschieden. So, yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt, but my purpose is to say goodbye to you. I'm leaving. Uh,
Hmm.
which is basically the only reason you can interrupt anybody in any conversation to say, hey, I just want to say goodbye. They said, yeah, okay, bye bye, get out of here.
Hmm.
be,
Ah.
be gone.
Uh,
Okay, so this one, darf man diese Produkte importieren?
Im,
So this
por,
is
im,
portieren,
portieren.
importieren. So this is basic is one permitted to import this product.
Exactly. Diese Produkte, making it
Um,
products.
plural.
oh, okay. I
Okay.
thought okay. I thought it was talking about a specific product, this product, but it's
Okay.
talking about okay.
Then it would be dieses and Produkt singular.
Oh, okay.
So this is the singular and
This is plural.
this is plural.
Okay, so you're talking about anybody here, so you wouldn't use ik. Could you use man again? Or you would say nine man um Dorf. Okay, so for dieses what would you use for the ah
What's a
dieses
pronoun for the plural?
Produkte? Um die oh sie, okay. Sie importieren, nicht importieren.
Okay.
Okay,
So diese
so
Produkte in this case is your accusative object, which is not your predicative noun. It's your accusative object, which means one can import them, not. Okay. So one can not import.
not them. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Hmm.
Okay. The next, do these fruits come from Tunisia? Kommen diese Früchte aus Tunesien?
Right.
So be nine. Sie kommen. I guess this is aus Tunesien nicht, but no, nicht goes first. Nicht aus Tunesien. So which example was that? Which?
Okay. So here we have a noun. So
Oh,
this
okay.
this is my predicative.
Oh,
So this is my predicative noun.
Okay.
Why?
Okay.
Why? Because my, in this case, nominative is diese Früchte.
Mhm.
And now I got a noun that tells me something about where they're coming from.
Hmm.
So this is a predicate. Why? Because it's kind of telling me something
It's not.
about the
It's
coming.
not It's not an object.
It's not an object. No, it just tells me where they're coming from.
Okay.
Hmm. Oh my gosh. Okay. So what is Peter doing about the job here?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Say that again.
Can Peter D work? Can Peter work?
No, work is a
Rick.
noun. Work in your case is a verb, and here it's
Okay, it's a
a
job.
noun. It's a noun. Okay, so
So
can Peter,
can Peter
come on, the work. So what is rechtzeitig?
I'm trying to think.
So what is Zeit?
Time on time arrive,
Erledigen.
erledigen.
What do you do with work on time? Can you
Um,
do the work on time?
I, I don't know. Check in. What? Find, finish. Erledigen. Okay. So what is okay, so I'm why what is job then? Because that's a it would be
Okay, also,
or is it just job,
ich habe Arbeit. I got a job.
right?
Okay,
So why is it not job here? Because
well,
he's trying to finish on time.
see the job,
So
okay, okay, your job can either be a project, okay? So you only have one job,
Okay.
you only have one job to do. Take out the trash. It's a repetitive, everyday occurrence.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Now you have a job. You are a wife and a mother. That's not repetitive. It's not like you're now and in 10 minutes you're not, and then tomorrow you again. Okay.
Right.
So this is an ongoing job for you.
Okay.
So if you say, ich habe Arbeit, that can mean I got a job. Now it could be like we do, you have a job to do, which means it could be something
Uh-huh.
periodic, so a specific job, or it could be something long time and ongoing. So the context will tell you what it is. So if you say, ich
Hmm.
habe Arbeit, I got a job. Okay. If you're talking about you being hired, then it's
Stella,
it's
position.
work. Yeah, it's a work and it's a job. But if you say work, in this case, kann Peter die Arbeit rechtzeitig erlernen? Can Peter, in this case,
Okay.
it's a
A
job that
task.
turns into a task. So if you tell your son you only have one job in the house, take out the trash. No, it's not a job, it's a task.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But we equate task and job as something. But you're not gonna say I just got hired by the company for a task. No, you got hired for a job.
Mm.
Now,
Okay.
inside this job, you will have different tasks. And
Right.
so in this case, the Arbeit, since it is something that he has to finish in a timely manner,
Hmm.
we know that it has to be a task in this case. It can't be a job.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's a work. Now it could be accounting, and then he has to create an income statement, or it could be plumbing, where he has to finish a specific blue collar task.
Hmm.
That is not indicated here. All we know is that there's a task, it's got a time limit, and you're wondering if he's actually going to be able to do it on time. Okay?
Okay. Okay. So
Or
then it would
or
be
or you could put here,
Complete.
complete.
okay?
Okay. Okay. So then this would be 9. Er kann ähm, die Arbeit ähm, okay, so time come first. So it'd be rechtzeitig. Wie,
Okay.
um,
Up here, time comes first, but in this case,
yeah.
what is time? So this rechtzeitig
Oh, it's on time. Okay.
is an adjective that helps me understand what it is about the work
Okay.
or what it is about getting it done. So we know erledigen
Okay.
is in your infinitive. Okay, so we know erledigen goes at the end
Mm-hmm.
because it's the infinitive. Now,
Okay. So
okay, so now we have something that modifies how I'm going to finish it, which makes it my adverbial adjective.
So nicht would go here. Nicht rechtzeitig erledigen. No, he cannot finish the job on time.
Right.
Okay.
So,
I've got a break,
okay.
so that
Oh,
we
Well,
continue
yeah.
tomorrow. This
Okay.
is this took a lot longer than I thought. This is hard today,
but this has
but it's
happened many,
good.
okay, this has
Yeah.
happened many times where we got a new
Mhm,
topic. The
mhm.
first time around, you guys are, like today, struggling with it. And then the next day, all of a sudden, we go boom, boom,
Bam.
boom, boom, boom. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not frustrated. I'm not frustrated. This pulls in a lot of pieces together, which I like. I mean, so you have to go back and so, yep.
Yeah.
But
All right.
Yeah.
when I looked at one
Okay.
page, I go, oh, we'll get this done, no problem. So,
Mm,
Maybe not.
9. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
okay.
Okay, so I'll save this and I'll include it in today's text. Now, did you try to open up that test again?
Oh, yes. I clicked on it before class and it is a new page. And so it says time limit for this survey is 20 minutes. So I didn't start it yet, but
Yeah.
it says start survey, which is different from yesterday.
Yes,
So
I opened Odoo and I clicked on something that then made it sure that you could do it without logging on.
Open it.
Okay, so
yeah.
now you
So
can try them and see if you can
yes.
already do the A1 or A2 test
Yeah.
and
Yes.
see how
Maybe
you do.
later, not now. I'm
Yeah, yeah,
too
yeah.
frustrated with German right now.
No, but I just wanted I just wanted to make sure that yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it should work now.
Okay, good.
Okay.
And
All
that's
right.
that.
Okay. Thanks,
Okay,
Peter.
Thank you.
take care. See you
Miss
tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Morgan.
Bye.